I'm in one currently. Let me tell you, it's tricky typing one-handed. Hey, Jinx, how you doing? How is everyone? I'm a little late setting up today because I myself needed a cold shower. I'm also moving quite slowly because I have got a brilliant, and I mean brilliant, headache. It is lighting up my entire face. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Jinx, that's not your phone. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Alright, let me open Chrome so we have some background music, and I also need to take my meds. I need to drink my goop before it's too late. So let's do that. But I can chat to you while I'm setting up. I'm just a bit late today. I went down to the corner shop. I felt like I wanted to do something. And so I went down to the corner shop, partially for the walk to the corner shop and partially because I just wanted some lemonade. And so I got a bunch of stuff, and I was clearly dopamine seeking because I bought a bunch of cans of drink that I haven't had in over 2 years, and I'm going to give them all a try. Spotify is what I'm looking for. And then also I will need to edit the Stream Elements widget. Going back to yesterday's naming issue, I have solved the 2 previous issues. However, I now have a third problem of the same nature. You need another name? Too late now. Always nice throwing some white sticky goop down your throat. For real. I don't need this right now. Oh, my Spotify's on full volume. I'm about to deafen all of you. There we go. Alright, that is set up. And then we also need to go to streaming tools. Let me mix up my meds. I don't know if it's a heat headache or an eye headache. It feels more like an eye headache. I ate a lot of gluten yesterday, and I also had my glasses on yesterday all day. And sometimes my glasses can cause a bit of an issue. It's almost like my eyes need to readjust to not wearing the glasses rather than wearing them. Pomodoro settings, short break 5 minutes, long break 15. Number of sessions. Let's do 5 today. I think 5 is reasonable. I'm just quite tired. I'd usually do the full 6, but we'll do 5. Need the name of a merman, but I think orca instead of fish. So like a big name, something that represents how big he is. And fearsome. I don't know. He's a big boy. He sounds like a big boy. I love the premise idea. I can't wait to read what story you're making with him. Oh, I gotta drink the goop and I don't want to. If you say Shamu. Why not? His friends call him Shammy. Does he also have a big boy? Yeah, does he carry a big boy around? Is he strapped up? Is that true? Let me switch on over here. Video capture device. This one. Here I am. Hello. How you doing? Is he swole? Is he big boy? Is he swole big boy? Goop anyone? Yummy. Oh, just drink it. Ugh, the closest thing to just drinking pure horribleness. Ugh. It's the closest thing to drinking a snow globe I've ever had. Facts, Jinx. Big boy needs a big boy. Mahal for the sound whales making recordings. Oh, I like that. I didn't know that was the sound that they were making. Magnus Hammerhead. I love that. That's like a wrestler name. Oh. I need to put my little things in the little fridge. Eh. Bear with me. 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 Are you bearing with me? All of you bearing? Hope you're bearing. Oh, my mini fridge has water in the bottom of it. Oh no! Champagne problem. Alright, what did I get? I got a 7-Up. I got a Fanta. I got a bottle of water that's not going to fit. It's not short enough. I got a cherry Coke. I got a Sprite. And I got a weird healthy one that's called It's Giving, which is a vibe. Alright, those are in the mini fridge. I have cans in my mini fridge. Cold drinks, yes. You're naming genius. Hey, Tay. You do have your moments. Pop that cherry, yeah, well. Oh my god, I'll take some paracetamol in a bit. My head, man. Your 2 cents are adding up and you've shaved my bacon several times. Yeah, you have. Where isn't that water bottle gonna fit? It's not gonna fit in my little mini fridge. I went for the smaller mini fridge because I was like, oh, how often am I gonna use it? And then we've had like 2 heat waves in the last 2 years. I wish I had a bigger one. Alright, here we are. Oh, we're a little bit slanted. Are we slanted? We look slanted. Hello? Hello? Yes? Focus, camera, focus. You can do it. I believe in you. Alright. What are we doing today? I know we have the sci-fi story on the go. So I think I will spend most of the sprints on that. I think possibly 4 sprints on that, which would be 2 hours. And then the final sprint would be the free sprint, right? I need to warm this pen up first. It's not going to run on a day like today. It's full of ink. Bacon. Bacon. I would love barbecue food right now, but I would not like to barbecue it. There we go. 2, 2. What do we want to do today? How was the family barbie? Exhausting, but a great success. A great success. What Kermit says to Miss Piggy? What does he say to Miss Piggy? Bacon? Oh my god, Jeff! 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 In my Christian Minecraft server. I may need to create a few background characters first. And then I will continue with just the sci-fi story. 3, 5 is free session. There we go. That's the plan for today. A very short plan, a very quick plan. But there we are. We're working on pen and paper today. I will grab the folder. Is that the folder? Looks like the folder. Oh no, this is not the folder. This is the folder. Do Muppets excrete hand lotion during intercourse? I don't know, but it's a bloody good question. Only if it's exciting. Only if they can get there, yeah. And what's the one which is like the Swedish Chef? Because there's a full man in there. There's a man inside the Swedish Chef. I mean, only when he consents to it, but like there's a whole man inside the Swedish Chef, right? I haven't even got chat on my phone. I'm so disorganized today. It's just a very hot day, isn't it? It's a very hot day. It's part of a very hot week. It's just a very hot day, isn't it? It's a very hot day. It's part of a very hot week. It's just very hot. I'm sorry if you heard me say it again. I was playing myself back like a silly goose. What are you all going to be writing today? I know Jinx is going to be writing about big orca boys. I'm going to be continuing and finishing up the airlock prompt, which is my little sci-fi story. Playing with yourself on stream. Wow. Wow. Bork, bork, bork. Bork, bork, bork. Okay, I think I have everything set up. Oh god, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, I don't have the text. There we go. Prompt airlock. This and that and this and that. I think we're ready. Invoices. Oh no. Oh god, no. Invoices do not sound fun. Invoices do not sound fun. Yeah, we're going to continue with this, I think. Or at least try and write it out. I'm going to try and write it out from the start of the story. I'm going to start it now properly. Writing it out in full. And then if it ends up needing more characters or more depth, I can always rewrite it. But I want to get the general premise down. I'll be writing once I get dinner done, and if I haven't fried my brain from the heat. So fair enough. It's not, but I need them dollar bills, y'all. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, Jeff. Get that bag, Jeff. Get it. Get that bag. Alright, I'm ready to start working. You ready to start working? This was the plan, wasn't it? Scene set and flashback of initial. Yeah. We're gonna start. I don't know where I want to start, actually. I did my revised maths. Presses microwave buttons to nuke lunch. You got this, Jeff. Ready, steady, cook. All right, we're ready. I can study these. Let us go. I will be muted while sprinting, but I will still be typing in text chat. I wish you all a very good luck with this sprint, and I'll see you in 25 minutes. Good luck, everyone.
Drown in the stars. Drown in the stars. Drown in the stars.
Hello, hello. I've only done one page, but that was good to iron out a few things in my head. We have our first short break here in between the Pomo timer. Magora, I'm so sorry she treated you like that. You don't deserve it. You're surrounded by good people, though, and they took care of you, and I'm really happy that you had that. I hope stuff is better tomorrow, me too. Once I do the rough draft in pencil, I think I'm going to go over my most recent one with a fountain pen. Oh, Hangman, that sounds amazing. Might be fun. I hope it is. 28 degrees here tomorrow, which is slightly better than Tuesday. We're still in the 30s here, but it's going to break tomorrow, which is going to be fun. And then festival on Saturday. Did I know you were going to a festival, Magora? That feels like news to me, but I don't know if it should be news to me or not. 20 here right now, and the wind is still kind of chilly. That's valid. That's valid. I would like it to be closer to 20 here rather than 30. I'm drinking and drinking and drinking. I've only got one page done, but I think I've decided within that page where I'm going to start the story. And I've decided if there's going to be some flow issues. I already see the flow issues, but I'm just going to write it. Because you can edit a first draft, but you can't edit nothing. So I'm just going to write it with all its issues, and then I'm going to come back and fix the issues. Rather be 20 than 30. My ideal temperature is about 24. 24 is my ideal. (22, 23-ish. Full sun or no sun? Oh, agreed, Hangman. Absolutely. When the humidity's high and it's trapping all of that heat. We have some of that today in the UK. Full sun, yeah, agree. Sits here in sea ignorance. Needed conversions to Fahrenheit. What are we doing right now? I'm at office. I didn't say. We're having a little break, so remember to get a drink and get a little snack. Yeah, we're still 29 right now. But we're going down to about 14 before tomorrow. And then tomorrow only gets up to 24. We've been 31 today. We were supposed to have some thunderstorms, but they never really arrived. They tried. The clouds built, certainly. I'd love a big thunderstorm. But my dog doesn't like them very much, which is valid. Christian, you can't just kick people in the shins because they like to be warm. That is my application. Hey, Tay, there's some great questions. I think you'd get some interesting answers from people. You guys keep your freedom numbers. Would 65 plus humidity? I was going to look up the humidity levels, but I didn't. Yeah, humidity 74%. Temperature 31 degrees. That's what we've had today, and it has felt really oppressive. I much prefer heat to freezing temperatures. Really, Hangman? For a whole week here in the winter was minus 38 to minus 40. Wow, not including the winter chill. I assume that's in Fahrenheit because minus 40 centigrade I think would kill you. The humidity. The humidity. And yeah, the wind chill can be vicious. It can go right through you. We look, minus 14 F. Oopsie. Oh wait, it's the same. Why is that the same? No, it's Celsius. Hangman, how did you survive? You must be either very far north or very far south. Don't feel any pressure to say where you are from, but you must be up top or down below. 40C and F are the same. I didn't know that. Chitty Kitty is the unofficial mascot of this channel. Yeah, it is. That's cold. That is frigid. My goodness. My goodness. I'm very far north. I'm in Canada. Ah, I see. We're in one of those Canadian places that becomes like you start to get polar bears and grizzly bears cross-mating. Alright. Next sprint, we are going back in. Good luck, everyone. I will be muted, but I will still be typing in text chat. I'm getting quite into this story, so don't be afraid if I take a second to reply to you. I will see everything, and I will reply to you. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Good luck, everyone. Oh, here we are at our slightly longer break. Oh my goodness. I'm getting so into this that I am forgetting that I'm writing, which is really good because it means I'm really getting into it. I'm trying to walk through the premise and I think that I'm getting a little bit too wordy. But I need more detail. And sci-fi needs to get wordy sometimes because you kind of have to explain everything. I have some food. I'm going to eat my food and drink some water, and then I'm going to stand up, and then I'm going to take some paracetamol because my head is killing me. How are we all doing? Current read is Red Rising, amazing sci-fi book. I've heard of Red Rising. I have a feeling it's done by a famous author. Yeah, Pierce Brown. I know the name. Set in the future on Mars, a lowborn miner, Darrow, as he infiltrates the rank of the elite fold. This is good. Oh, what are we doing? Was that a stretch? A stretch. Mom's demolished. However, I'm roasting. Oh, Jinx, are you gonna have the energy to write anything tonight? Not too bad reading. What are you reading? What are you up to? I need to finish some projects that I promised to read. They're self-published KDP books, but they're from some small indie authors that I follow online. And I'd really love to get them finished because they're coming out with new books soon. I gotta get them done before then. I have food, but food is hot and food is burning my hands. I could have the best nap right now. It's definitely napping weather. For sure. Thank you, Christian, for the stretch. I'm so, Alright, That one. I'm not my best at being my own mod. It's called Matimo Tale of Redwall. That I've not heard of. Let's give it a look. Is it about a mouse? Oh, it's about woodland creatures. That's lovely. Definitely giving Narnia. Matimio. Matimo? Matimio? It's like half good. The other half is meh. That's not good. Well, I mean, it's good that it's half good. No, I hate the fact that my writing and streaming have both halted recently. It sucks, doesn't it, Jinx? I don't have it in me. I'm banking on doing something Friday if it's cool enough. I'm just not sure if I should be writing or gaming. Should I go ahead with it? I mean, do what's less. Do you find writing or gaming more relaxing? Personally, I find writing more relaxing. But I understand if people find gaming more relaxing because you can switch your brain off. Mice and badgers and stuff, but it has a surprising amount of main character deaths in it. Oh my goodness. So it's sort of like a little bit more serious. It's like fables. I write fables a lot, Hangman. I self-published a fables book on Amazon, and the second one will be coming out next month. I love writing fables. It looks good. Tim and Tess Church Mouse. Cynthia Bankvol. They're such cute names. Cheek, both by name and by nature. The Guerrilla Union of Shroons. Oh, I love that. Oh, either is good. I guess decide what you want the most on the day. You don't have to make it so that it has to be, like, set to be a certain stream. You can decide on the day. Solve a mystery thing. They have a literal baby that's with them. And solving everything, which I don't like. They say that, don't they? When there's two plots going on. They have one plot to pull you away and increase the tension of the one that you actually care about. Otherwise it wouldn't last as long. Maybe my headache was blood sugar, because as I've been eating, it's gone away. That's suspicious. That's weird. Well, I hope both of your readings go well. I wish you happy reading. I'm rereading Hunger Games at the moment, but I've stalled in the middle of Mockingjay because I find it mind-numbingly boring. The first two books are brilliant. And the first part of Mockingjay is brilliant, and the last part of Mockingjay is brilliant, but the middle just lacks it. A raven! And a bunch of crows, and I think like 2 people died already, and they've traded hostages. Oh my goodness. I find for the most part, I just kind of hate that baby, right? I guess it's really cool to be in sort of like the mindset of how big that raven or that crow would be if you were so small. If you were just a little church mouse, what would you do? Sorry, I'm not even chatting, I'm just fully eating in your ear. Enjoy the ASMR. Yum, 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 yum. It might have been electrolytes too, because what I'm eating has salt on it. I do get electrolyte headaches. I've had those before.
Okay, I want to show you guys something.
So I'm for the most part, I just kind of hate that baby. Sorry, I reread that.
It is, baby.
Completely fair, Hangman. I hope the book works out. Is there a particular team you're rooting for? The good guys? Are there good guys?
Nom 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 nom.
Yum,
Nom 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 nom.
yum, 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 yum. That's me. Thank you, Jinx, for those biddies. I appreciate them. Outcast of Redwall. Or read Martin the Warrior. Are those the other 2 parts? Because it's a 3-part series. I looked it up. Martin the Warrior and A Tale of Redwall. Oh, the Martin the Warrior ones are such a cute little thing. He's just a mouse. Well, there's like 23 books? Really? I had no idea. Definitely giving, like, is it the second Narnia one? Where there's that Mouseketeer? Really, Hangman? That's interesting. They're all standalones. Arouse an army. There's a little army of mice. Oh, an owl joins them. They're so cute. I also love how they're so European. All the species are native European species. He looks cool. He definitely reminds me of the Mouseketeer from Narnia. Where he has so much pride and he speaks so well, but he's just a mouse. Is he a mouse in that? I don't know if he's a mouse or like a bigger thing, like a vole. He seems a bit big for a mouse. He is a Narnian mouse, though. Yeah, she's a mouse. Also, I think in the Narnia books, he specifies that the talking animals are bigger in size than the non-talking ones. I think that they applied that to the second Narnia movie, but they didn't apply it to the first, which was interesting. That's really interesting. Salty potatoes have, for some reason, gotten rid of the majority of my headache. It's still a little bit there, but that's a huge improvement just for salty potatoes. What was my headache over them? Salt or sugar? In the book, he leads a revolution against a rat, holding a bunch of mice as slaves. Oh my goodness. I love that idea. Because they're bigger, bolder, and they bully the mice. Salty. Do you more prefer fantasy or sci-fi? Fantasy for sure. I prefer reading fantasy but writing sci-fi because I have a passion for fantasy, don't get me wrong, but I have an academic grounding in science. I have a Master of Science in biology, which I don't talk about super often because I didn't get a job with it. But I love to talk about the different biological possibilities. That's fun. Like, the main character in this is a biologist. There's a silver lining to my writer's block. It's allowed me to sort out some details of some of my projects, like the names, for example. Thank you to those assisted. You're all gems of the highest grade. And then again, everyone in this chat is of that same quality. Agreed, Jinx. Thank you so much. I'm more than happy to help. I like how grounded these books are. I'm kind of tired of magic and stuff in fantasy, so having a more simple non-magic fantasy is nice. Yeah. I know what you mean. I also hate unestablished rules that are written in to counteract something. I hated that with, like, the Marvel movies, where a character would die, and then it would be like, oh, wait, there's this magical thing that we haven't done that brings them back to life. It's like, I wish they would establish the rules before that. There's a sketch that Tom Scar did to do with LARPing. It was like they couldn't kill this LARPer because he kept saying, I have anti-fire armor, I have anti-water armor, I have anti-air armor, I have anti-poison armor. And so nobody could kill him. That's what irritates me. I don't really like Marvel movies. I like the first few because they seem to be better. I think the introduction of magic to the Marvel movies sort of made them a bit null. A little bit pointless. In many ways, Ant-Man is very magical. But because they put all the science in it, I didn't mind it so much. But then when they put Doctor Strange in it, I'm just like, he can do it because magic. No. I didn't vibe with that. The only hero I like is Spider-Man. I have a Spider-Man comic. Do you want to see it? Okay, sorry. Side quest. Ignore the fact that the timer just went off. Don't listen to the timer. I have a Spider-Man comic from the 70s. Look how cool that is. It was 8 pence. Infinity War Endgame, please. We got you, Tay. Right? It's from the 70s. I bought it for someone who I had feelings for, and then I never gave it to her. So now I have it. And I love it. And I bought it from a vintage store for... How much did I buy you for? About £5? And I love it. It's just, it makes me so happy. And there's a little bit of Thor in it. Look at Thor. You stole your crush's comic book? Well, I mean, she never knew it was hers. And then the original Iron Man. Oh, it's just so cool. But, yeah, her favourite superhero was Spider-Man. But then, I scoped it out. We went to the cinema together. It could have been a date. It might not have been a date. And I scoped it out, and I just got the feeling that she wasn't into me. And I got the feeling that I wasn't that into her. And so, we went separate ways after that. We didn't go to a date again, but, I kept the comic. Let's believe I kept the comic. Right, we're going into our third sprint. So, as always, I will be muted. But I will be text chatting. I will see you all in 23 minutes. Good luck with all of the projects that you're doing. I'm going to try and explain this sci-fi world. Too bad it happens, right? It does happen. And it was fine. There was no broken hearts or anything. We just sort of scoped each other out. We scoped each other out. That was back in college. That was like 10 years ago. Right. Good luck, everyone. I will see you very soon.
I'd like to spend my vacation at the library!
Hello, hello. I was just finishing my sentence. Hello, hello, how we doing? I can't believe that was the number 3. That was sprint number 3. Okay, so I've tried to explain the premise quite well. I'm a few pages in. I think it's such a huge amount to explain, and the pacing is off at the moment. I need to take out some bits from here and put them later. All I need to establish is she's on a ship. The Earth is being hit by an asteroid. That's all I need to establish. All of this will be established later on. All of that. I can move that. But I'm getting well into the story, which is nice. I have 2 characters. Again, I've tried not to give them Western names because it is such a collaboration. So we've got Vivian Zaid, and I've got Georgie Alikin and Hana Sato. So I was thinking India, Russia, and Japan, respectively. As just places where these scientists' names have come from. I think I'll start with the 3 characters. I've also mentioned Captain Leon. I want Leon's name to be representative of lion. I am going to kill Captain Leon off. I'm sorry. But yes, we're going to... Maybe, yeah, I'm going to start with a conversation between Georgie, Hannah, and Vivian as they fly past the Mars base and they make observations of it. Maybe they're taking pictures out of a port window and they're saying that there's spilled food containers and they think they start to piece together that N-03 may have been starving. And because they are the prepared specimen ship, they have a renewable source of food. They're not living off packages. They are growing food, which is why they go and try to rescue N-03 and why they get infected with the bacteria. But because the bacteria spreads so quickly, I maybe want to turn it into a virus instead. I had this whole sort of semi-poetic thing planned out to do with how the bacteria needs water, and water is the source of life, and all of that. Explaining your short story. Yeah, no, this isn't happening right now. This is all the short story. The basic premise of the story, Hangman, is that there's an asteroid headed to Earth. Humanity's known about it for 100 years. They tried to redirect it. They tried to break it up. There's nothing to be done. It's moving too fast and it's too big. So their plan is, their main plan, because it's going to hit the northern hemisphere, is they go to the southern hemisphere, they burrow underground, and that is where 99.9% of humans are. And all of the stuff that they've saved from the surface, all of the specimens, all underground, all safe. They then, as a contingency plan, 10 years before the asteroid's due to hit, create the Nightfall Project, which is a project of 6 ships, which is sent off, and they contain 0.001% of the life on Earth. I've done the calculations here. 1 and 2 carry terrestrial and oceanic plants. Number 3 carries frozen people. Number 4, microbia. Number 5 is a machine that can turn the 0.001 into 10% in 10 years. But it has to have all of the other components to it. And then number 6 is the smallest and least important, which is what the main character is on. Number 6 is the prepared specimens. Why the prepared specimens are needed is because some things take a bit longer. If they're looking at recolonizing Earth, 400-year-old trees are going to take 400 years to grow. So they've taken some from the surface while they could and sent them up in 06. And that is what my main character, Vivian, is tasked with. She's looking after 75 trees. And the whole premise is these ships go up with the percentage that they have of Earth's life on it. And their mission is to circle Mars The asteroid will hit when they're going around Mars, and then they come back to Earth. That's all they do. Trying to figure out how Sphinxes would work in a spec Evo thing for my thing. I hope yours is going well. Thank you, Nell. I appreciate it. Sphinxes is cool. You mean like the puzzlers, the riddlers? Bacteria typically double in area every hour. I don't think that's fast enough. Also, how is the bacteria getting into their skin? I did come up with the premise of space zombies, where they're going to go onto 03 and people are going to be trying to bite them. But would a human really be able to bite through a spacesuit? I don't think so. It seems pretty cool. Are you posting this on Vocal? I might do. We'll see. I'm moving away from Vocal a bit because they let a lot of AI stuff on their website. But it's really hard to be seen and it's really hard to get paid for short stories. So I find it likely that I will either publish this as a standalone or I will put it on something like Substack. But in order to do that, I need to have a bigger backlog of short stories, so... I never heard of that website. Me neither, but I've been on it since 2017. It's very good for paying for short stories that you don't know what to do anything with. It's better than them sitting in a notebook. In the skin with like scratches and stuff. That's what I was thinking. That's my original thought, but I don't know if that's going to spread quick enough. But then I have this time frame that they've got 4.5 years to go from Mars back to Earth. So there's time for that. You could get a killer bacterial infection in that time. But yeah, the mission will be is that they go to Mars. They find out that the Mars base has been raided. They then find 03, which is the frozen human ship, completely broken down. Because they have an active food source, they think they must be starving, they must have raided Mars, and now they must be further starving. We must help them. They get on board and they find out that they're not starving. They've been infected with a type of bacteria. And in order to battle that, they need to get to N-04, which is nowhere to be seen, which is the microbia ship, which carries viruses that fight the bacteria. They're actually called bacteriophages, and they actually exist. They're in the ocean. And so that's the general premise of it. It's sort of like a scramble to help the humans in 03. I have an idea for a sci-fi moral dilemma type story, but I don't really know where to go with it. Well, tell me more, Hangman. We have beeped for focus, so I'm going to have to mute myself. I am also going to go pee because I need to. So I will see you in but a moment, and I will read your message when I get back, Hangman. See you in a bit. Hello, hello. We are at our final long break, and I'm going to go ahead and declare that my free session, my free sprint at the end of this is going to be dedicated to this story indeed. I'm really getting into it. Oh, thank you very much for the sprint. I think that I'm going to struggle to keep the... I think I decided on 5,000 words. That's going to be a struggle. But I am going to write it to the 5,000 word requirement first. And then if I decide to expand on it, that's fine. But I must wrap it up. At the moment, I've barely gotten through the premise and the introduction of two friends to the main character. Which is fine. That takes time. So this would be what I would... I split it into sections, didn't I? I would call it... Excuse me. I would call it the first session. Or the first section. Yeah. I wanted 4,000 words. And I wanted 1,000 words of scene set and flashback of initial premise. And Mars base and character expansion. Oh, okay. I've got 2. I've done 2 of those. NOC investigation and discovery of the bacteria. So the next bit, there's going to have to be a time skip. Because they're not going to find N-03 until Mars has gone away. So maybe I'll measure it. I'll measure the time it's taking by saying that over the next few months they watched Mars get smaller in the porthole window. And then they saw something getting bigger at the front of the ship, and that was N-03 or something like that. Give me a personal ladder first. That was like 20k channel points. Hey, Bug. I'm so late today. Don't you worry about being late. Never worry about that. I will be here. You can drop in. You can drop out whenever you like. You can lurk. You can chat. Whatever you want to do. It is a great, great thing to see you. How have you been? 5,000 words. Yeah, just because I've got to keep it a short story because I've got 3 long-form stories on the go at the moment. I have one about a dragon. I have one about a pirate, and I have one that I'm giving no information away on, but it has to do with shapeshifting. So I guess you'd call that 1 historical, 1 fantasy, and 1 mystery. I have a 6-book long series going right now. Mr. Hangman, I do not envy you that. My goodness. There's going to be a lot of work that goes into that. Well done. How far are you into it at the moment? Oh my goodness, are we getting a freaking raid? Yes, we are. Thino, it's lovely to see you. Hello, hello, Thino and Raider. It is lovely to see you. You probably know me, but if you don't, my name is That Writer Woman, aka Newt, aka Saint Dumas. It depends how silly I'm being. And we do writing streams on a Thursday. You are most welcome on in. We're doing Pomo sprints. We are on our second to last, so we are about to move into our very last 25-minute sprint. Dino, how was your stream? I'm at book 5 about halfway. I just have to rewrite a bit of it because I had a way better idea for it. Nice, Hangman. And how many words on average are the books? Because I find a huge discrepancy, like a 6-book series, but the books are 50,000 words. Then you have a 300,000 book series, but then some people write books 400,000 per book. So it's really difficult. It's really difficult. I struggle to gauge. How big are they? And there's no pressure to answer that, especially if the book is precious to you. All questions I ask are optional. I'm a curious cat. AKA good puppy. Don't know what you mean. Very good. It was about 5 hours. Goodness me. Were you writing? First time streaming about since January/February. Nice, Thino. I'm so proud of you, and I'm glad that it went well. I'm glad that you had those 5 hours to get used to it again. Per book, I'll see what it is. Yeah, just like an average. Do you tend to go... Because me, for a book, I would say is about 150,000. For me. Because I think that's enough time for me to get all the details that I want to get in. Because I'm not like Tolkien, you know, Tolkien when he explains the history of every tree branch. I can't do that much detail. Welcome back to streaming. Absolutely, it's lovely to have you. 561 words written in my high fantasy series, and maybe 200, 250 for my Untitled Solar Punk Zombie Apocalypse work. Untitled Solar Punk Zombie Apocalypse work sounds insane. I so want to read that. can hear my dog barking. God, the heat is lingering today. Let me just open up another window. Boy. What are you doing, doggo? He's out there, he's looking up at my window and he's barking at me. Because he's a cutie. You the titles I have, Brit? Tell us, Thino. The heat is crazy, isn't it? It's 26 for me right now. I don't know what it is right now. If I were to guess, I'd say it's 28. Let's take a look. No, it's 26 for me as well, but I wonder if it's 28 inside the house. Which I am inside the house. You can always say that about Tolkien, but I literally read Lord of the Rings for the first time 2 weeks ago. It wasn't anything like that, other than maybe 2 chapters of the story. Really? That's interesting, Hangman. I always took people's word for it, but you're right, I should make my own judgments. Title, SPF Zombie Bite. Papa want mommy. Papa want mommy. Papa got 2 people downstairs looking after him. Papa should be okay. Papa's a good boy. It was really sweet today. I went to the corner shop and I bought back some stuff. And, I took my shirt off because I had sweated through it. It was awful. And I was patting myself with the shirt to try and dry up some of the sweat. It was an awful, awful walk. And he just immediately wanted my sweat-soaked shirt, which I think was a bonding experience for us both. And he did not give it back. It's his now. Here are the working titles list for the USDA work so far. Hartville Husks, Solar Rot, Solar Ruin, Hartville Z, Project Ward, Biocode Ward 01, Hartville Chronicles, Hartville Survivors, Solar Ruins, Hartville Z. I love Solar Rot, but could you make it Hartville Chronicles, Solar Rot? I would pick that off of a shelf. Absolutely, I would. I'm gonna take some pills. I swear I'm not a druggie. It's paracetamol. I have a bad headache and it's coming back. It went away when I ate some food. Hartville Chronicles Solar Rot is going into the list. Yay, Thino! That I would just because it's clearly part of the Hartville Chronicles, so you would be able to keep track of the fact that it's part of the same series, right? It's like putting Harry Potter or Hunger Games on it to keep the continuity together. But Solar Rot, it's such a blunt name. And it's 2 things that are, like, not closely related because it's the sun and it's rot, which is something that takes place on Earth. That would immediately intrigue me. Hartville Project Heartbeat, that's Tay's one. 4th book in the series, which is going to be the longest so far, is 53,000 words unedited. Wow, Hangman, that's brilliant. Meant them to be short, fun, sci-fi adventure mysteries. No, that's the way they should be. I'm fairly sure the Narnia books are, like, 20,000, 30,000. So it all depends on the size of the book. But what I mean is, like, you know, the Game of Thrones one, where they're like 400,000. It's ridiculous. You could never read them all in one go. But I just wanted to gauge what the size of them was. So thank you for telling me, Hangman. So 6 of them together, 6 times 3 is... No, 6 times 5, sorry, is 300,000 altogether. 300,000... 315,000, correct me if I'm wrong. I wrote it in about 3 weeks, I think. Oh my goodness. My dissertation was 64,000 words, and that took me over a year to write. Oh, the drugs are down. What's horrible is that when I take my cholestyramine, because it binds to everything, I can't take pills. Well, I can, but they wouldn't be effective. They'd just be absorbed by the cholestyramine directly after I've taken it. And so I've had this headache, and what I maybe should have done... No, you can't take pills 4 hours before or 1 hour after the cholestyramine. So I've waited an hour after, so this paracetamol should go through, and my head should start to feel a bit better soon. I think it's a smidge of heat exhaustion. I've been hydrating myself very well, but the heat wave has been here since Friday, and it's now Thursday. It's nearly a week. I'm not sure how long the 5th or 6th will be. Valid. A lot of people think that they get longer as you go, but I think that's if you write them one at a time. Harry Potter was a huge victim of this, where if you start your story, your original book, in a small universe, and you expand it as you go, you end up with bigger books, rather than expanding it as you go, and then going back to the first one and putting it in the full world that you have built the whole time. That's why some authors prefer to do all the world building beforehand. I try and do a mix of both because I don't honestly know what the story needs until I'm writing it. It's not just a zombie apocalypse survival story. There's some crazy plot twists, making it a completely original take compared to others. Hell yeah, Thino! Not just narrative twists, but world building twists too. Get you, Thino! Lots of rain next week, by the way. Good. Please, gimme. Only survived dead bodies due to new high solar radiation. If if you've nailed that straight off the bat, you're gonna have to take up employment as some sort of clairvoyant. Is it a clairvoyant? Who predicts the future? Not the one who communicates with the dead. Psychic? I do all my world building beforehand and while I'm writing. Yeah, absolutely. I used to do it exclusively as I was writing, but I noticed that it was significantly holding me back. And so I try and do basic world building beforehand, but not so much that I'm stuck. Book 3 is the longest right now. It's 54. Nice. I thought it was shorter than that. It's all right. You can have the biggest one in the middle. It's fine. Not even close. Mediums communicate with the dead. Mediums. Maybe I was what's a...
Good girl.
Oh, hello. What's what's a psychic and what's a clairvoyant? Who did that? Pale, thank you for those biddies. And yes, I am. Whole series before I edited any of it so I could keep it consistent. That exactly, Hangman. And that's what I'm struggling with the bigger projects, because I start it off, and in some ways it's good because the reader can only swallow so much. But I start off with such a small world and I end up with such an expanded, almost like universe. And so I have to go back into that small world and put it in the context of it. Hello, Cutie Pie. Hello, Pale. How you doing? How's it? How was your day today? Other than sweaty. The heat is really hanging around. Why? They do this every year. Doesn't anybody care about shit to slide? It's hard making alien cultures. That's a whole culture you gotta write. And not making it a planetary monoculture. Yes! Preach, Hangman. A lot of sci-fi writers get away with that by creating hive minds. Which is good, because it's genuinely a cool concept to explore. But it's not like it completely overwrites any sort of nuance that you might write in the alien world. Stressful, it's nasty at work at the moment. Really? How nasty? What's nasty? Is that people being nasty, or is that situation being nasty? If it's people being nasty, point me in their direction, Pale. That's oddly easy to me. Oh, interesting, Dano. So you more like to world build than you do like to write. I prefer writing to world building for sure. But that's because it feels like homework to me. I don't know why it feels like homework to me. It just does. I prefer both. Oh, fair enough, Dino. Fair enough. An even mix of 50-50. Dino. Oh, this heat. We've only got one more sprint, so we need to put our ultra focus music on. And we need to get motivated. Alright, ultra focus music going on. I have an original conlang with an OSV structure for my high fantasy work. I don't know what either of those words mean. I'm going to be honest. The real answer, there is a reason the word husk is in my titles. It's of a stage 5 cancer that either unalives a person or makes them brain dead, so their bodies behave and react only on instinctual reaction. And by human nature, we're instinctively apex predators. We're persistence predators, aren't we? We're apex predators, but we do so with persistence because we don't have fangs or claws. Just people being incompetent and idiots. I tell them we can't get any trucks for the weekend. 1 hour later, I know you said you can't get any trucks, but I got this low budget client that barely makes a profit. Can you find a truck to deliver on Sunday? Why aren't you trying hard enough? Because it's not fucking possible, man. I'm sorry you've had to deal with that today, Pale. I really am. That sucks, especially in the heat. The heat might take me out, not gonna lie. Alright, we are heading into our final sprint. It is only 5 today. I'm sorry I can't do the full 6. I'm so tired. We will be heading on into the sprint. I'm going to finish this up. We've got super focus mode music on. I've done 2 out of 5 of these bits. So I would like to, by the end of this writing session, get to the NO3. I put it as NOC, but the NO3 investigation. That would be great. Right. Good luck, everyone. I will see you in 25 minutes.
to spend my vacation at the library!
Alright, that is our final sprint done for today. How did everyone find it? It's also the final sprint that we will spend on this month's prompt, which was airlock. What a wonderful prompt. Thank you so much to the Lady of the Wheel, I guess, Lady Nagora, for giving us this prompt. It has been wonderful. We could have taken it in any direction. I know I took it in sci-fi, but we could have also taken it into zoo, double door system, water, disease, security, spiritual, and airplanes up in the air. It was a very, very wide-angled prompt, and I think that the story that I've come up for it is really nice. I found you very cute. Hey, listen, hey. I sound like one of the... No, it's not the pigeons that make that noise. They go, my. It's the crabs. The crabs in Nemo when they go, hey. They're guarding their little pipe. Alright, we are hurtling towards June, indeed, where we will have a brand new prompt. Don't know what that's going to be yet. I will work on this short story in my own time. When it's finished, it will either be released on Substack if I decide to set one up, Vocal if I decide to put it there, or published as its own thing. I doubt it's big enough for like a big thing. I can hear it in my head. Fail. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I was gonna see if there was anyone to raid, but I'm gonna be honest, I have the biggest headache. The painkillers have done nothing. Oh, Creative Garden's on though. Okay, we're gonna go raid Creative Garden. Creative Garden's back after a brief hiatus. She titled her stream, I definitely remember how to stream. Which is quite funny. So we'll go off and raid her in just a moment. Are we sippy sipping? I don't even have the water. Thank you, Pale, for the sippy sip. I need to do a poury pour and then a sippy sip. Oh. Oh, thank you very much. All right. So. Oh my goodness, that wraps up Airlock as a prompt. I will be back next week on Thursday with a brand new prompt. God knows what that is going to be. I don't think Lady Magora and I could get the wheel to work last time, so it may be some sort of randomized prompt. But this was a randomized prompt, and this has turned out very well for me. It has been wonderful to see you all. Thank you for dropping in. New faces, old faces, treasured faces, loved faces. It's been lovely to see you all. And without further ado, we're going to go raid Creative Garden. Creative Garden is a writing and reading streamer. I definitely love the ones where she reads. I want her to read me to sleep. She's brilliant. She's gorgeous. She's inspired. And yeah, we're going to head on over. She's doing some world building today. It's how I met Jeff, actually. Jeff is a follower of Creative Garden. And so we're going to head on over to her stream. Thank you very much for chatting, for lurking, for being here, for absolutely everything in between. Thank you for supporting, for showing up. Thank you again for yesterday. What an incredible launch to the funding of the new setup stream. What a wonderful, wonderful way to start it. I am blown away. And I hope to see you all tomorrow for some crafting. I had something to say, but I've lost it. It's gone out of my head. It's going. It's going. It's gone. I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'll see you in Creative Garden stream. I have the raid messages to drop. That's the regular one. And that's if you're subbed. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, Pale. It's been lovely to see you. Hope you all have a lovely night, and I'll be back tomorrow, and then I need to map out what's happening in June. Can you believe it's June? Can you believe it's June? It's going to be June. Anyway, we're raiding in 5 seconds. I'll see you over there. Hope the rain comes and cools down before sleep tonight. Me too. Me too.